We're so lucky in Kingston to have so many independently owned businesses and restaurants. And today I have Martha Williams here from Pedalworks Cafe and Studios. Welcome.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
I'm so excited to have you here. So tell us about your space.
Yeah, so I own a 3,000 square foot brick and mortar location on 1412 Princess Street. And I actually built the space from nothing, so it was a blank slate, which is scary to some, but was exciting for me.
Yeah.
And what I do is I offer the spinning program, which is a brand. A lot of people don't realize that, but it is a brand. So the spinning program, restorative, gentle, yin yoga, along with some mat Pilates as well. And then I have a cafe. And in the cafe, I have an art space. So I support some local artists. I have their art all over my wall, which is really selfish because I have all this beautiful art on my wall. And I have a full cafe that offers everything from your traditional brewed coffee to baked goods to sandwiches. And I have a really cool plate called the Savory Plate, which is just raw almonds and naan and hummus. And then I have a shared book space, so we can share some books. People donate books. There's actually a whole shelf of books that are written by local writers that are for sale. And yeah, and I do my very best to support other small businesses.
Well, that's fantastic. I was in there last weekend and I couldn't believe it. I felt like, okay, here's the cafe, here's the art space, here's the fireplace. Then there's the spinning studio. Then it looked like yoga to me.
Yeah.
Like, what a fantastic space. So what prompted you to design it like that?
You know, I did a vision and goal exercise in 2014. And even then, I realized that there was going to be a point. I was like, in 10 years, this is what I want to create. Well, it's 2024.
Yeah,
I was open in 2023, so I was a little early, but I really believe, and I was an undergraduate counselor at UCLA when I was in grad school. So I counseled undergrads to do what you love, because we're so lucky, like we're really, really privileged to be able to make those choices.
Yes.
And when you have the ability to make those choices, I am a strong proponent of choosing the things you love to do. And it might sound trite, but like when you do the thing you love, it doesn't feel like work.
Yep.
And the thing is, I couldn't decide which one I loved. I mean, I've always loved cycling. I started cycling when I was 17, but I have always loved the spinning program. Is just a phenomenal program. It's very mind-based, mind-body-based, so people describe it as yoga on a bike. So we meditate, we do breath work, and we do visualization on the bike, and people have an emotional response to it. It's really beautiful. And I was like, you know, if I'm gonna spend the next decade or 2 decades doing something, what would that be? And this is it. This is my dream. I put everything I had into this business, and I wrote it down, and I never lost sight of it for a decade. And then I had a bad experience at my last job, and I had an executive coach, and he said, Martha, you know, that experience was a good no. That was a good no. And that was the thing that propelled me to be in the situation I'm in now, which is opening up this place. And it's just all the things I love in one place. And even on my day off, I plan to hang out at my cafe because everything I love is there. So,
what a fantastic story. So,
thank you.
You put everything into your goal. You took 10 years to get here. What's your vision for the future?
You know, I'm already being asked to open one in Scarborough. Can you open one of these in Scarborough? Can you open one in the West End? And I'm like, hold on, can I get through my first 6 months?
Yes, how long have you been open?
6 months.
6 months, that's crazy.
Yeah, but when people come in, and that's the other really beautiful thing for me is like, it's such a beautiful place, like space.
It is.
But it was more about the energy. So I've been really, really mindful of the music, the scent, the artwork, the books on the bookshelf, having a little like separate corner for people if they want privacy, where the fireplace was going to be. All of these things were really done with the intention for people to feel really included and to feel safer if that's, you know. And so even in the studio space, there's no mirrors, there are no scales, There's no leaderboards where there's like some kind of competition happening. That's not the environment I try to create. I want people to feel like they're coming into my living room. And so when I was working with the designers, that was the #1 thing. I said, no, I want soft lighting. I want it to feel open, and for people to feel, and every time people come through the door, they've never been in, they're like, wow. And that's amazing.
I know. I felt that. I felt that. And then I thought, I want to bring my 18-year-old daughter here because she loves yoga, she loves art, she loves books. It just would be amazing for her too. So that's our plan for Mother's Day. We're going to come to your space. But Sunday is your first day off. Is that right?
Yeah, but like I said, I'll be there.
So if somebody wanted to try their first spinning class, what would they do?
So I do have an intro to spinning class. If people have done indoor cycling before, they don't have to do the introductory class, but that gives me an opportunity to bike fit. So I bike fit with a goniometer and a plumb line. I make sure that the biomechanics are correct.
Okay.
I talk about the 5 core movements. I talk about why we need cycling shoes, why we use heart rate monitor training. And then I go through the 5 core movements. A lot of people will come from other experiences, and I want people to know that the way I train you like a cyclist. So we talk about biomechanics and the geometry of the bike, and I teach people all that stuff. So if there is no intro class and it doesn't work for people's schedule, I have them just reach out to me so that I tell them come a little early so I can kind of go over that information with them.
Right.
And we're doing a promotion for May because it's Bike Month, if you didn't know. But,
I didn't know.
And it's for $30. People can come and do 10 consecutive days and try it out and see if they like the vibe. Because like I mentioned before, the energy is really, really important to me. Yeah. And we have members who are, you know, like in their late teens all the way up to like 80s, in their 80s, and everyone in the middle. And so it's a really great environment because it's not about competing, it's about you and your data and how you're making improvements. So.
And it's not just spinning. I mean, we could go there and have a coffee with our friends, right?
Absolutely. I mean, the cafe is open, you know, every day at 8:30. I'm open 7 days a week. On Thursdays, I'm open till 8, so people can come and play games. I have a whole section of like board games. We have First Fridays, which is an event that happens where I have a live DJ. I have live music. I've had Yarrow there. I have Spencer Evans, who's coming on the 18th to perform. So it's like I have birthday parties, it's event space, it's a community space, workshops, everything.
You've got a lot going on.
A lot going on.
So if you would like to try out a spin class, go to a yoga or Pilates class, go get a cup of coffee with a friend, check out Pedalworks Cafe and Studios, and it's at the corner of Portsmouth and Princess, right?
It sure is.
Thanks so much for coming in, Martha.
Thank you.
That was great. So fun.
Good, thanks.